Hello, folks, and welcome to this Fruit Beer Wednesday. Not Wildcard Wednesday, but Fruit Beer Wednesday. Jack, I don't know whose car that is. That's from the old dragway that closed down 40 years ago. So I never went to a race there. I just used to hear all the noise from the drag strip every Sunday, and it was loud all day long. I had that on my YouTube profile. It's the drag strip here, and used to be on the NHRA thing.
Nice.
Yeah, it was nice, but until you had to listen to those loud engines all day long on Sunday. But it closed down, like I said, 40 years ago. All right, so tonight here I am in Louisiana, and I put Louisiana fruit beer reviews. Jesse is in New Hampshire with Bumpy Road Brewing Incorporated Company. And then Thomas Meadows 75 is in Massachusetts. And Michael Komaroff is in Brooklyn, New York City, New York. And I'll try to post the comments. Last week we had problems because it was going so slow, and they warned us, get ready because StreamYard isn't going to work too well, and it turned out it didn't really.
What else do you have to do? Stream.
It's just too much. It never was a very strong platform as far as handling traffic, and with the super increased traffic, it just can't make it. Okay, so Jesse, you joined first. Brewski drank all my Jim Beam. Oh, what a name.
Brewski.
Oh, thank you. I got to think of next month's topic. I think I know what I'm going to do, but Jesse's going to describe his beer first.
Well, first off, happy April Fool's Day.
Yes. Back at you.
And the beer I have is from Foundation Brewing Company. They're out of Portland, Maine. And I have the Raspberries My Jam. This is a tart fruit ale. So what it says is it's a Raspberries My Jam is a kettle soured ale brewed with lactose and fermented with raspberries. Take your taste buds on an adventure with this bright and jammy beer. The grist, they use Pilsner and wheat malts. Hops are Cascade only. And the bonus is raspberries and lactose.
Okay.
4.8.
I bet it's 4.8. I bet it's expensive.
Yeah, I think this was about, I'm not sure if it was 18 or 20 for the 4-pack, so I'll just say it was 19 for the 4-pack. Land it right in the middle.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll go ahead.
Show it. Yeah.
Are we going through, or are you just showing our beers?
I'm going to let you show it. Yeah, you could show us your beer, and may as well. And then I'll add Johnny Neely once you finish showing your beer. So wait there. Johnny Neely, wait, I haven't forgotten about you. I see you down there. And then he'll give us his expose. Oh, yeah, that's very fruity looking.
Oh, yeah, extremely hazy with the raspberry in there. Very kind of pink to purple coloration of the body. The head itself is pink. Looks a little bit more white on camera, I think, but very tight bubble, pink head. And yeah, definitely looks like a raspberry jam. The aromas, are we going all the way through this?
Sure. Why not?
Okay. Well,
I mean, it saves time, it's better that way. I mean, we're all doing fruit beer, so it's not like it's a big surprise. Everybody knows fruit beers come. Now, if somebody shows up with malt liquor, it better be a fruit malt liquor. All right.
Quick, add lemon or lime to your malt liquor stack.
Yeah, it's a straight up raspberry jammy aroma in this thing. It smells like a raspberry. What are the preserve? Like a raspberry preserve jam. little bit of a tartness in the nose. Kind of smells more like a Berliner Weiss type tartness.
Yeah.
And the flavors on this first swig. So cheers.
Cheers, Jesse.
Jesse, cheers.
Here's to you.
First thing is just a kind of a big sweet raspberry flavor. It goes into a slight tartness. Really notice the raspberry. I mean, this is like raspberry jam, raspberry juice flavored. Tartness isn't too bad on it. It's kind of a balance between sweet and tart. It's hard to tell this is even a beer.
Huh.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, like I can't really pick out any malt notes. I mean, they're using Pilsner and wheat anyways, so those are very light flavored as far as the malts go. Pilsner typically gives off a crackery note, and wheat is not always detectable as far as flavor within a beer. It's usually just there for kind of like a mouthfeel and sometimes a little bit of a haziness. The body on this thing, it does seem to have a fullness with like a thinning layer around it. So it's almost like it's an encapsulated jam. Like there's like a liquidy, lighter body around that jamminess. But the overall impression is a fuller body. Slight amount of dryiness on the tongue that happens after swallowing the beer. Go back in, drink more. It makes everything wet and jammy again, and then you get that little slight bit of drying effect that does happen. Makes you want to go back for more. Yeah, this one is pretty much drinking more like an actual like raspberry preserve, raspberry jam type deal versus an actual beer, but it's enjoyable.
All right. Well, I'm going to add John and LA to the group now.
Hi, John.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, John and LA in Georgia. So I'm going to get back to you. So he's here. Now we have 5 people. We have room for one more person. All right. Now I'm going to feature mine because mine's kind of simple. And so this beer, I've had it many times. There's also a, let's see, somebody has something in the private chat. Let's see what that says. Oh, I love this shirt there, Bumpy. That band was amazing. Okay. Anyway.
That's an inside joke, Jay, but it's okay.
Okay. Oh, you mean because it was a private chat and I shared it? Oh, all right.
It's okay. You can share it.
I'm kind of dense about jokes. All right. Now, this beer is a beet to strawberry lager, and I've had it quite a few times, and it's popular in Louisiana. It's made with Louisiana-grown strawberries, and I saw somebody selling flats of strawberries Saturday on side the U.S. Highway 51. So we're going to be selling a lot of that, and it's 4.2% alcohol. The IBUs are 13, so it's not going to be a bitter beer. They use German lager yeast, Pilsner, and wheat malt, and tradition hops. It's sold in cans like I have, bottles, and on draft. I think it's been on the market probably at least 10 years, probably maybe longer than that. But they didn't have I couldn't find an intro date, but Abita's been around for 34 years. So it's golden like a lager. So that, and you might see the bubbles. I don't know. There's a lot of bubbles in here, and there's sediment everywhere, and that's the strawberry chunks. It just, if you could see this in person, you'd see all these strawberry chunks. The nose, well, it smells like strawberries, like strawberry puree. And that's what they say they use. Just smash the strawberries all up. And then they mix it in with the beer. And then it smells now that like that. You can see the head was a little bit of that. What these bubbles are like wild. They're wild, wild. Yeah, you get strawberry, you get acidity from strawberries, you get a little breadiness from the malt. See, when you eat strawberries, you find oftentimes, most of the time, you notice that they're more acidic than sweet. You know, they might be a little rush of sweetness, but then what you're really getting is a lot of acidity. And I guess that's why people make the strawberry shortcake and then they put the whipped cream in it. You know, it kind of maybe gives you some sweetness to help cut the acidity or something. I don't know. I don't know the technological aspects of strawberry shortcake. Body's medium, finishes fairly crisp. Hey, but 4.2, if you wanted to drink a lot of beer, you know, like Jean-Pierre, who isn't here, oddly, because he was the one saying we got to get crunk or whatever he was talking about. But but to make the point, he said we want to get our beer on. Well, this would be one to get your beer on with, because at 4.2 you could go and drink a pretty good amount. It'd be all right. Now, if you got the Straw Gator, the Andy, which is strawberry lager here mixed with Andy Gator, and it's 8%. I don't know if I'd be getting my beer on with that. You know, maybe one bomber and cool it, you know. But anyway, so I'm very pleased with this beer. It's popular around these parts. I don't know if y'all can get it in your state, but
I love that beer. Good stuff.
Yeah, you had it. Okay. So I'm going to go to Michael now, and then he's going to talk about his beer, and then we're going to go to Eric and then to John.
Okay, this is from Deep River Brewing in Clayton, North Carolina. Crumble to the core, and it's apple pie blonde ale at 5.2%. Now, in the glass, it's similar to Bumpy's as far as the color profile, but the pink is kind of like an off pink. You get to look at it. I would still say it's pink, but it's kind of like a salmon kind of pink, salmon color.
It looks, from here it looks tan, you know, but it depends how the light's hitting it.
Right, it's the way the light's hitting it, but it's, in other words, you might say it looks orange, but it's really not orange. It's more pink-ish, and it's clear. And if you notice, the head is extremely thin, off-white at the very top, and it's clear. There's no haze in it. And I don't know if you can see the bubble stream, but there's a lot of carbonation coming up through the middle of it. And I'm going to give it a nose. You get some fruitiness. You get fruitiness, but it's hard to describe the fruitiness as apple. So it's kind of like a combo fruitiness, and there's kind of a backup metallic odor or smell as well. But the metallic odor is not direct. It's more in the background. I don't think it's because it's from a can. I think it's just the metallic taste that was done in the brewing. I think. I mean, it's hard to understand one way or another. It could be something.
Yeah.
This little metallic nose. Let me give it a taste. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers to you.
Cheers, Michael.
Okay. The taste. You can taste the apple, but it doesn't taste like apple pie. It's almost like you're getting apple that you're cutting up yourself to eat, like straight apple. Yeah. And it's apple, I think, that you left out for a while. If you know, it's not off. In other words, it's not like apple that's rotten, but it's like apple. If you take an apple out of the refrigerator and slice it and cut it into pieces and eat it, that's what it tastes like. I thought it would be sweeter because they say apple pie, but it's not sweet. It's almost like there's a tartness to it.
The citric acid.
You're getting that citric acid kind of feel to it, and it's pleasant. But I guess when you look at the side and it's showing you pictures of pies and whatever, I would have thought there would be some sweetness, and there really isn't. It's more a tart. I would call this a tart beer, and it's good. It goes down pretty easy for the 5.2. I'm getting now, as I'm drinking it, a little bit of cinnamon in the background, a little bit, but it's not a lead taste, but it's there. I'm trying to think what else I'm getting. Little on the bready side, but apple is the lead taste, and I'm enjoying it. I'll give you a number when we come back to me.
Okay.
Very nice. What's going on, people? We are drinking on. I was trying to find a little bit of information. This is a very Massachusetts sounding beer, the Grapefruit IPA. They're using ruby red grapefruit, and this is a Cisco Brewers beer. They, as the can says, they were established on Nantucket. They are now owned by the Craft Beer Alliance, which has some ownership by Anheuser-Busch. They're the group that owns Red Hook as well, one of the bigger brands. So this one was done in Bumpy's neck of the woods at the Red Hook facility. I've been there once in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. So yeah, it gets its tropical fruit flavors from the zest of ruby grapefruit, red grapefruit, along with additions of Citra Amarillo, Galaxy, and El Dorado hops, and it's 5.5%. So right on the cusp, or maybe a little bit higher than what you would typically consider a sessionable beer, like a lot of the fruit beers can be. Now, if you go to Belgium, they can be all kind of ABVs, beers with fruit in them. So this one was canned on September 3rd. Yeah, old ass beer, but I'm getting rid of it now. There's lots of sediment, very fine particulates, but it just covers the glass. Very lemony yellow towards that grapefruit kind of orangey look with a nice white head, kind of a little bit sudsy, soapy. And yeah, ruby red grapefruit with the skin on, or that pith, is definitely the lead star in that nose. Pilsner maltiness I'm getting out of that. I'm getting a crackery, bready kind of note to it, just sweet white bread underneath. I would be lying to you if I was detecting any other hopping notes other than that. Maybe a fresher one would give me more hopping notes. I apologize, but yeah, let's try some Grippa from.
Here's Eric.
Cheers to you. To me, it looks like Grippa. I mean, Grippa would have two P's, right? To me, it looks like Grippa. Well, you got a Grippa with me?
Me being from Massachusetts, I'm guessing we're trying to go ahead and grip our hands around a beer. But yeah,
okay.
For different folks, I'm trying Massachusetts slang there. Yeah, this is just not hopped.
It's
not hopped anymore. Well, it is, but it's not flavor-wise hopped. So having the grapefruit is nice in an older hoppy-ish beer. So yeah, initially it feels like it would remind me of the West Coast style. Getting a lot of caramel and toffee malts for the most part, mixed in with the Pilsner crackery kind of malts as well, flavor. And grapefruit initially, and then it dies out to a very clean, refreshing, finishing taste. Light side of medium, very crisp, not overly crisp. It doesn't have any burn or tingling sensation going down. And yes, dry and refreshing for sure. Not a very complex beer. Again, I don't really think it's a very complex beer, even when it is fresh. It does have a summertime, easy drinking feel to it. So if you really, really, really like grapefruit, and you just wish you had extra punch of grapefruit to your IPA that already tastes like that, Grapefruit IPA, it's better than average beers. Not fantastic, but so far, at least one thumb up. Nice thumb up.
Was it expensive?
No, I had this in a mix. I had this in a 12-pack variety. It might have been $12 and change for that. So not bad at all for 12 different beers. 3 each were this Grippa or Gripa. Yeah, not too bad.
Okay.
Yeah. John.
All right. So what I've got
Georgia.
is a beer from Pontoon Brewing Company out of Sandy Springs, Georgia, one of my favorite craft breweries around here. This is the Flamingo Banana. It is a Hefeweizen with strawberries and bananas. It clocks in at 6.3% alcohol, and it is 23 IBUs. So I already gave it a pour here. It did pour with about a finger and a half's worth of head, which has died down. The appearance is very deep yellow, almost orange. The lighting in here is poor, so on camera it definitely looks more orange than yellow. It is hazy. There were a few streaming bubbles going up the glass. You can't really see them on camera, but there are still a little bit kind of cascading up. No sediment or anything, but it is a very hazy beer. The aroma, strawberry. But if you've ever had a strawberry banana milkshake, that's kind of what it smells like. You are getting a little bit of banana as well, I believe, from the yeast that they're using, which is typical of Hefeweizen. But it mostly just smells like a strawberry banana smoothie. A little bit of breadiness that I'm detecting on the aroma, which I think will come through more on the palate. But that's pretty much it on the aroma. So cheers, guys.
Cheers, John.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, it's pretty tasty. You get that backbone of the Hefeweizen, the nice banana notes, nice bready center, some nice wheat bread notes in the middle of the sip. The body with this is like almost medium. It is a little bit more sweet than your traditional Hefeweizen, but it does have the addition of strawberries and actual bananas to it. So you're definitely getting that fruity component to it, which is nice. It pairs well with the Hefeweizen style because you already get those banana notes from the yeast that they're using in this beer. To add actual banana to the beer on top of that, I think really complements the flavor profile. It's almost got a creamy mouthfeel. I was looking on the label to see if it had lactose in it, but it does not. I think just because the bananas and the strawberries, it just thickens up the mouthfeel and makes it almost have that lactose feel to it. The finish is not really dry. It's creamy and almost dessert-like. Carbonation is medium. It's very smooth all the way through. The alcohol at 6.3% is masked exceptionally well. 23 IBUs. Not really getting any bitterness with this. It's pretty malt forward from start to finish. Maybe just a tiny little hop bite to balance it out, but this is definitely not a hoppy beer. Those 23 IBUs almost get lost in the mix with all the fruit flavors that are coming through with this one. It's a winner. It's definitely unique. I've never had a Hefeweizen with strawberries and bananas in it. I think that it complements the style well. It's very enjoyable, and I will keep sipping on it and think of a rating for you guys here when we come back around. So cheers to fruit beers and Wednesday night. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, no joke.
Yeah.
Okay. We're glad John and Eli joined us. He can't often do that on Wednesday nights. Tomorrow night we'll probably have Thunder and Thursday. And I'll probably do a rum taste challenge. We'll see what happens. Let's see. A few comments here. I'm not going to read them because people can read.
It finally made its way here, Chaz. If you can find it, it's definitely worth checking out. Probably the best preserved beer from Budweiser that I've had.
Yeah.
I like it. It's pretty similar to Boddington's Pub Ale.
Yeah.
It has a very similar taste profile.
I bought a 24 pack of Budweiser Jim Beam, the 7% one, 7.1%.
Oh, the black lager?
Yeah.
Is that
Not
the
a
one,
date.
barrel staved one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Budweiser Jim Beam Black Label. I bought a case today, 24 bottles for $11.96.
That's a great
That's
price.
an absurdly low price for that beer.
$11.96 for a case, but it's out of date. But I figured,
Yeah, but it's a high alcohol barrel staved beer. It should hold up well.
yeah, I figured for 7.1, it probably won't really matter. I mean, if it was a 4.2 Bud Light, I wouldn't have bought it. But I figured $1.99 a 4-pack. Heck, I'm buying it. You know, $1.99. Huh?
I think a 6-pack here goes for $6.99, but that would be fresh.
Well, it's 4-packs. They only sell them in 4-packs.
4-packs. Maybe the 4-pack goes for $6.99, which is a little bit more than.
Yeah. Oh, I'm fine. FACP. That's a lot of propaganda, more or less. So, I mean, sometimes propaganda is true, but I'll just say I wouldn't necessarily get too worried about this whole fearmonger and.
What doesn't Craig Swenson like about Thundering Thursday? I'm just asking him so he can tell us.
I have a feeling
Thursday, so I don't know.
Yeah, I have a feeling I know what he's. Well, because like sometimes one of the members might make an oblique comment.
Might be somebody I know,
Which,
right? Maybe.
Yeah, and then it sets off all, and then the people that make comments, it sets them off, and then it turns into this whole thing it's like
beer drama.
Last week, it's not drama. It's just like last week I said, why am I keeping this on my channel? Like there's no quality to it. And I started saying outrageous things. And so I was just like, I'm deleting it. And I just woke up the next morning and I deleted it. And so then I tried to talk about, let's try to keep things tolerable at least. We'll see what happens, because I didn't make a big deal out of it. Really, I just said it's no problem, because if people make comments again, I'll just immediately stop the broadcast and come back on solo and do my rum review, and I'll just delete what I stopped broadcasting. The message will get sent, because I don't think too many people are going to take time to join something that's not going to be broadcast, and it'd just be blow up. You know what I'm saying? So here's Craig's.
Okay, that's what Craig said. Okay, he's going along with what you said.
Yeah. So I just brought the hammer down. I see some people in the basement. We're going to add them. We're going to add the basement people, but first. Oh, I never heard of Martin House.
Well, we're going to Texas brewery.
Yeah, we're going to give our comments and we'll add the other people. Well, somebody will have to drop off. I could drop off actually, and then.
But no, I mean, I can
monitor everything.
I could drop off. I've gone after I give my score and everything. I can definitely drop out, open up a spot. So.
Okay.
Biased. But yes, this is a chimera
hangout, huh? All right. Hey, but what do you score your beer?
Well, first off, real quick, I'm going to give myself a plug, basically, because these are the last final moments that you can go and put your polling in for Multi Monday. If you just go to my last Multi Monday on my channel, which was the Ice Bock, right in the description is the poll. That will be ending right after Wildcard ends, Wednesday ends here. So get your polling in now if you're interested in that. Then I'm going to go for my score on this beer from Foundation Brewing Company, and the Raspberry's My Jam. Now, going off of the name, like I mentioned, this beer, it tastes a lot like raspberry jam. So just based off that, it'd be a 100 out of 100, but I'm going to knock it down a little bit, because I'm going to say, personally, it's supposed to be a sour ale. I would like some more tartness or sour in the beer itself. I would like it to actually have a little bit of like a Berliner Weiss presence, like more malt and like tartness coming through, versus just being like scraping out raspberry jam with a spoon and eating it. That's basically what this is like. So I'm going to give it, I'm going to give it a total score of 98 out of 100, though, because it is appropriate for what they stated as being.
Very high score.
Nice.
Now, my beer, I'm going to set. It did start tasting sweeter as I was drinking on it, which was strange. I guess it's settled or something, and it had a sugary finish, kind of like a strawberry shortcake. So it actually improved as I drank on it. Went from being so acidic to more sweet. So it's not expensive. I mean, Abita beers are generally, they do make some expensive specialty items, which will cost a lot. But things like this, nah, you can get them for $7.99 a 6-pack in some stores. So I would say it's about a 90, an A minus. I mean, it's good.
Lowballing it there.
What?
I'd have given that one. I think I gave that one a 95, and the Straw Gator, which is the 8% one, that one's even better. That one's like a 98, in my opinion.
I'm sorry. I guess I'm always thought of the strawberry lot.
Do you want to put the Rambling Man on to watch with us? Because now you got a spot.
Yeah, I will. Let's see. Let me look down on my chart down here and see who's. Alex, we're gonna let you come in, so just hang tight. I didn't create StreamYard, so I don't control how many people get to join.
Beverage Ramble, how you doing?
Good evening, everybody. How is everyone doing on this fine Wednesday?
Fantastic.
As you see, I had to do my own haircut because all the barbershops are closed. So, hey, not too bad, right? So, hey.
Good.
Yeah. So, yes, good evening, gentlemen. I am drinking.
Now, before we let you do your thing, we're gonna let the other people give their scores because you came late to the party. All right, now, Michael, what do you score yours?
I'm giving mine an 88, which is a B+. And I guess how it could improve: a little bit more sweetness. The tartness is okay, but the tartness is a little bit too one note to me. So that would be another reason I would knock a few points off it. The color is interesting, but to look at this, if you're, rating beer colors, I wouldn't put it on the high end of something I love. I mean, it's okay. Bumpies look better. I like that kind of bright pink. This is kind of like an off color to me. But again, when you're basing it on the color of the beer, that's getting too picky. But I'm giving it a B+, an 88, and I would buy it again. So I didn't buy it; it was a gift, but I would buy it. So it's not like it's interesting and it's good, but it's not great.
Hey, Ron.
Yeah, good, but not great. Well, fair.
Hey, Ron, I'm actually getting a beer, just to let you know. I'm sorry I'm a little late. That's why I was trying to put my hands up to let you know that I'm getting a beer. Sorry about that, buddy.
Okay. Well, we'll be here for a little while. We want to thank Jesse for joining us. He's off. I think he left, but I think they're going to do some kind of hangout over there with Trish and all of them. A lot of times on Wednesday, they do a lot of wine.
When are y'all going to do that hangout?
What?
When are y'all going to do that hangout?
Probably after this, or maybe even during this, potentially.
Probably very soon, yeah. All right.
CBP.
A lot of wine consumption going on over there, I do believe.
Burgundy.
Now,
Burgundy.
I have very little room on my page, so we'll see what Alex has and what Beverage Ramble has, and I'll decide which one gets on the page. The other one is just it's too bad.
I got a fruity beer, actually. A sour fruity beer, actually.
Hold on. Calm down. Now, Thomas Meadow. So we've got Jesse gave a very high score, an outstanding score. I gave an excellent, but just into excellent. Michael said good. Now Thomas Meadow says what?
I guess somewhere in the middle of that. Maybe if so, for anybody that didn't see the beer I'm drinking either Gripa, or in Massachusetts I would pronounce that Grippa. On one of those Grapefruit IPAs, 5.5% Cisco. Again, it was canned on the 3rd of September. So yeah, I'm not really getting a bunch of hoppy flavors on this one. So my rating could be very biased just because of the age of this beer. 83 out of 100. But just for today's sake, if I ever see the beer again, it's got a fresher date, I will certainly pick one up and try it again. I do like the fact that it does have grapefruit because it kind of masks the fact a little bit that it's so hopless at this point in time. So it does help. Kind of like a little bit of a hoppier, like a seltzer water kind of a thing, I guess. But yeah, just not too lively in the hopping department for what I would like. But it's still pretty good. Drink it in the summertime if you see it. Yeah. I don't.
Okay. So what's your score?
83.
83. Okay, so we got B, A minus, and A plus. Let's a few more comments here.
Thank you.
A little lucid, whatever.
Losers are fun.
Only the losers.
Excuse me, Ron. Is it okay if I do a beer quick with you?
Hey, I haven't scored my beer yet.
Okay.
John has to.
We're gonna get to y'all.
To give his score first.
Oh, I didn't know. I wasn't sure. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
All right. Well, I can do that really quick. So once again, Flamingo Banana by Pontoon Brewery out of Sandy Springs, Georgia. It's a strawberry banana Hefeweizen. It's going down pretty smoothly. It's definitely in the A range. Honestly, it's got great strawberry banana flavor and some nice wheat bready notes in the middle of the sip. But I think I prefer a regular Hefeweizen more than this, just a straight up Hefeweizen, because you already get those banana notes and it's just a little cleaner. I don't know. This is a nice, mixing of flavors. It's a 93 out of 100, just getting into solid A for me. I still think I prefer a standard Hefeweizen to this, but it's an excellent beer nonetheless. They did a great job with it.
93.
93.
Okay. So we've got some good scores, Now on to the people who the second run. We have Beverage Ramble, formerly known as the Beer and TV Ramble. What are you gonna show us tonight?
Yes,
from Alabama, over there in Alabama.
Alabama, sweet home Alabama, yes, in all of its glory. Yeah, sometimes. Purple Haze I'm drinking tonight. Jay, I'm sure you know this beer very well. From the Beta Brewing Company. 4.2% ABV. Definitely the main ingredient without this, definitely in this, is the raspberries, which is a Pilsner, Pilsner and wheat malts, along with Vanguard hops. But when you sip it and immediately pour it down and get in the glass, you immediately get that scent of raspberries, and you do get those scent of those hops in that beer right away. So, as all of you were saying, and Eric just said it just now, most of these beers are really basically geared towards for the spring and summer. More so towards the summer, I feel. You're crushing it. You're outside. It's humid. It's warm. You want something really cold, refreshing, and this beer will definitely do that. It's right up that alley. All these styles that you guys are drinking tonight, and Purple Haze is one of them. Very enjoyable. I get this here and there. I'm not, like I said, I'll drink a fruit beer, but I won't buy a fruit beer. Let's put it that way. So if someone offered it to me, I'll drink it. But will I buy it? No. But these, what they are, these are very sessionable, very, like you would look at a light lager, just pour it down, drink it down. And that's how I look at Purple Haze. And when I reviewed it the first time, I gave it a B+ score. And that's where I'm going to leave it with this score right now. I'm going to let my score out right now. B+.
What's the number, John?
B+ would be in 8.7. 8, around there.
87?
Yeah.
How about 88 might be a B+. 87 would be more like a B. But anyway, that's the way I'll see it.
That's fine, my friend.
Whatever.
Remember, you're the history teacher. I'm just the beer drinker.
He sure is. Ron is a history teacher, I'm assuming.
Your score 88 or 87?
I'm gonna go. I will go 88 on this one.
Ooh, almost a 90 there. Nice, there, John Henderson. That's pretty good.
Yeah. It's been a while, guys.
Now.
No, it wasn't a while. I did this with y'all, last weekend, and then we did Thursdays, right?
The time is blending all together these days.
Yeah, because we don't know what the hell's going on. The new world we're living in.
Well, I hope things get back to normal, John Henderson, Pierre. And I haven't seen you in a while. It's nice to see you.
A new world order. All right, now Alex is going to describe the new world order. Okay.
NWO.
All right. I actually got this right here. Something raspberry. I think it's raspberry or something right there. Sour.
Blueberry, sour.
Who's the
cocoa nibs?
Blueberry, sour.
Collective Arts.
Got it.
Collective Arts. Yep. I actually found. I didn't find this one, but I found one when I went with Bumpy at one point, but I didn't get it again. So, this right here had a nice little delicious head. Obviously, it's anticipated. This is my actual first time, at least in my opinion, my first time actually having a beer looking like a cranberry juice or a blueberry juice or whatever this is. Sour. This is the first time. I mean, the only time I would see a color like this would be when it's a raspberry juice or blueberry juice. This is the first time I've seen this. So let's see what this tastes like, shall we?
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers to you.
That is a delicious beer, Bumpy. I see you there. I'm, and the good news is I can get this because, like I said, legendary Bumpy and me, we went to the store, and I've accidentally came across this even after the fact that he bought it for me. So that's crazy. So I'm looking forward to getting this again in the future. So as of right now, that is see, I'm not into sours, but apparently sour beers are pretty tasty.
If you like it,
Hell yeah.
Very tasty. It tastes exactly like blueberries. I mean, I guess this is food coloring. I'm not sure what it is because when I had another blueberry beer,
not necessarily. It might be natural. The can should tell you, but it's probably natural.
Okay.
Could have a little color.
So if it's a red blueberry, then you would get this color, I'm assuming, right? I guess.
Well, blueberry juice puree looks a lot like that if you were to, that's probably all natural, Alex, I would imagine. Especially coming from a reputable brewer such as Collective Arts. It's not like you're drinking a Four Loko or something.
No, this ain't no Four Loko. Hell no. This is more this is in my opinion a healthier beer. The Four Loko, that's not healthy.
Blueberries, the skin is blue, but the juice is more like your color.
Right.
Antioxidants and blueberries.
I'm really liking it. It's very, like I said, there's a little sweetness to it, but it's more sour. You taste the blueberry. I like the color. I would give this a 98.
Wow! Whoa!
Nice.
It's very flavorful. I need to get it again to review on my channel. Maybe it'll still be a 98. I don't know because I jumped in at the last minute. Because I jumped in the last minute, and I'm sorry about that, Ron. I didn't mean to do that, but I had to do it. So
that's okay.
Very tasty beer. I'll get it again. It's a 98. And Ron, if you can get this, please do. I'd like to see this reviewed on your channel if you can, because this is a very delicious beer.
it could change. That could change. We do get a lot of exotic products.
Hey, Jay, is it in your town? Do they do is the Purple Haze as well as the Strawberry Lager? Are they stronger? I mean, is there an 8% version? Because again, I haven't seen it in my area yet. What about you?
They have the Straw Gator.
Straw Gator. Okay, that's the cousin of the Andy Gator, right?
Andy Gator with strawberry juice, strawberry puree in it. So it's like what I just drank, but it's the Andy Gator version.
Okay.
It's like the ice version of the Abita Strawberry Lager. It tastes just like it to me, except more.
I mean, I haven't seen it. I'm hoping if whenever we get back to normal, I would like to travel down there to where you are and get the.
See you in 2024.
Get the Straw Gator because we get the Straw Gator. We get the Strawberry Lager is only what the 4.2%, right?
Yeah. 4.2.
Yeah,
but the Thurns has the Thurns has the Straw Gator. The Thurns has the Straw Gator, and it's not too expensive. Now I was thinking about next. I was thinking about now.
About to get crazy.
Dixie. And it ain't gonna be on my channel.
I don't know. We'll make it fruity.
Dixie beer was about to come out on April 1st with a new beer, a Dixie Ice beer, Dixie Ice, and it was going to Ice dice. It had 2 rolling dice on it.
Yes.
But because of Corona fearmonger, that it didn't. It's going to be in the summer. They're going to bring it in. It's some robocall.
I love ice beer.
I wanted to get the dice, the de-ice dice.
That would be cool if they.
Hey, Ron, I want to ask you something. And this has nothing to do with beer, but do you really think this is the new world order, or I guess we can get into this later. Maybe not get into it now.
Yeah, I was just being semi cheeky, you know. I don't necessarily believe that.
Alex,
okay.
No matter what you say, it's not good.
Yeah.
You damn straight.
I'm home. I have beer, and I have the right to fight, to party.
And it's
I'll tell you what is good. I'll tell you what is good.
It's the best. No matter what else is going on.
My final thought. You know what is good, John? John had the Purple Haze, and Jay had the Abita Strawberry Lager. Take half a Purple Haze and half a Strawberry Lager, and do a purple or a Strawberry Haze or whatever you want to call it. It's delicious. I've done it, and it's a very good combination.
You can call it a cuvee to make it
yeah. An Abita Cuvée strawberry raspberry delight.
Oh, I know who this is. All right. It does sound good. Now, I'm going to show y'all a fruit flavored beer I have coming up, and then I'm going to talk about the topic for March 6th. May 6th.
April. Never mind.
May 6th, assuming there's a United States then. But
there will be United States, just with less people. There'll be less people then, but we'll still be here.
Right. Ooh.
Just being honest.
Maybe.
Unless we get a lot of immigrants in the meantime.
Who knows?
Well,
a lot of quarantine, so probably a lot of reproduction happening, so it might balance out, actually.
Maybe at the end of the year, we might pick up some numbers. That's possible. Jay, let us hear what's the topic for May 6th.
Okay, here's the topic. I was thinking maybe we could do peanut butter flavored beers, but beers that use real peanut butter, not that brewers peanut butter flavoring that these companies buy that doesn't really taste so authentic. I'm talking about beers that have actual peanuts or peanut butter in them, or peanut butter powder.
Ew.
That might be tough because all the peanut butter beers that I've had are made with the artificial stuff.
It's
So,
a weak,
I don't know.
it's much stronger. And if maybe you should do artificial peanut butter, it'd be easier to find.
Or just do peanut butter flavored beers. And if it's artificial, so be it, as long as it's peanut butter flavored. Because it's going to be tough for me to find a legitimate peanut butter beer.
Duclaw does make Sweet Baby Jesus, which is natural tasting. That's one. I don't know.
Yeah. Most of the ones I've had are artificial. I mean, they're not artificial. They're naturally flavored, but there's no peanuts in them. It's the vanilla, the lanolin, whatever the heck they use for the artificial peanut butter flavoring.
Oh,
Well, I'm not a dictator.
hey, Ron.
Yeah.
Hey, Ron,
I'm not a dictator.
hey, Ron, one more note.
Okay, how about this?
Hey, one more note on my beer.
Go ahead.
There is some chocolate notes. Bumpy just reminded me.
Cocoa nibs.
There's a cocoa, yeah. Cocoa nibs. It's like the chocolate kisses.
Yeah.
That's good. Chocolate,
So
berries, sour.
Mm-hmm.
So my 2 cents, I agree with you, Ron. I think we should do peanut butter beers, but don't limit it to real peanut butter beers only, because otherwise I probably won't be able to find one.
I can only find one in my area from some brewery, PBC. I don't know. PBC.
All right, so fine. Then just
So excuse me, Ron.
peanut butter, peanut butter,
Hey, Ron, I'm going to actually
peanut
bump
butter style.
See you later, Alex.
Sorry, Ron, we're still talking. That's why I stopped talking.
Interrupting.
Sorry, Ron.
Yeah.
I'm going to bump this up to a 99, to a 99 to 100, because this is especially with the chocolate.
I'm not writing it out. I'm just writing over it.
99.
Alex.
Now,
Michael.
Eric left, but that's part of Eric.
You read the difference. So
Now,
Alex has the highest rated one, then Bumpy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was chocolate. It just mixes perfectly, because I was just trying to get out of here so you could do your thing, Ron, do whatever you normally do at 8 o'clock. And that's what I was trying to do, but unfortunately it's not working.
I will
Hey,
say,
Bumpy,
okay,
how you doing?
I ain't never going to get to say it.
Go ahead, Jay.
I
Say
would
it.
like
I'm
to
sorry.
do. No, it's the topic.
Go
for
ahead,
next month.
Ron.
It's like I'm teaching high school again. How about since it's going to be difficult, we'll just do peanut beers.
Interesting.
Or otherwise, real or otherwise.
I like it.
Now, I think people can at least find peanut butter flavored beers with that fake peanut butter flavor. It's not too enjoyable, but no big deal. I might not even be able to find it.
I'm sorry, Jay, but that comment I just saw, I'm not even going to respond. By Carnell, whatever that moron is.
What did he say? I missed it.
I don't know. Hey, Gene, how's that BBC, dog? I'm like, what the? Anyway.
Watch it.
Yeah. What the?
Maybe he's talking about British. He might be talking about British broadcasting system.
What is going on here?
I'll listen to the BBC. So I mean,
yeah.
All right, now y'all got a problem with the British Broadcasting Corporation? All right, now
I need another beer. I think I need another PBR Extra.
It stands for big barking chihuahuas.
Oh, they're so loud. Those dogs are so loud. Now, anyway, I'm going to show y'all an upcoming flavored beer, which is not necessarily natural. Okay, hold on.
Hey, guys, I got to run. It's been real, guys.
Hey,
John
Henderson. Yo, John Henderson. How can I get? Do you have an Instagram, John Henderson Pierre? Do you have?
I got an Instagram.
John, don't get too cray now.
I'm not. I'm just gonna be walking the neighborhood since I can't go to a park. Just walk the neighborhood. Still got some daylight. You know, so
John Henderson, all you gotta do is just look up Alex the Beer Master on Instagram and follow me, and then I'll find you that way.
all right, that's the deal, my friend. Bumpy, good seeing you, man. Michael, John, T, thank you.
Cheers, John.
Cheers, John.
Has anybody in the group had belching beaver peanut butter stout?
No, but I've heard of it. I've heard of it.
Okay, let me see where it's from.
I haven't had that one. No, I had a different one that Anelli sent me. Wasn't Belgian beaver.
5.3 alcohol. I'm trying to find out where it is. Let's see.
Well, we have a month to find peanut butter.
Yeah, I'll start looking.
So.
I will start looking.
And then look, y'all. This is a new one. It just hit the market.
It's ice. What is it? Ice? Is it ice cream?
Blackberry.
Wow.
Ice Smash. And what Smash is a series where they smash two flavors together. Everyone has two flavors smashed together. So this Smash is like you were talking about the cuvee. This Smash is the following.
What brewery is that? What brewery is that, Ron?
Blue raspberry plus blackberry. Blue raspberry plus blackberry. It's 8% alcohol. It's from Smirnoff. Smirnoff. They have a brewery in Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
It's natural flavor. It's natural flavor. It is not artificial flavor.
But Ron, is it possible they could bullcrap you? That they could bullshit you though, right? I believe they could bullcrap.
No, it has to, if it says natural flavors, it cannot. I mean, they would be setting themselves up for major legal problems, and they don't need that. Diageo's not going to, Smirnoff is not going to do that. Forget it. It's certified kosher. Actually, it says KSA. That's one of the agencies. If you look carefully here, you'll see this on many food items. KSA. Well, it's blurry because it's so close to the camera, but I'd never noticed that before. So anyway, pretty interesting, huh?
Yeah.
So I bought that in New Orleans, and I said, "Oh man, look at this here." All right, I could have gotten it cheaper if I'd have bought 2 cans. It's 23.5 ounces. It would have been $2.50 a can. But I only wanted 1 can, so I paid $2.99. Oh well. The other can I bought was the Budweiser lemonade, the Bud Light lemonade.
I'm gonna buy a can of that. They have, I think they have it's a special right now at the gas station down the street. 2 of the 25-ounce cans for $3. So I'm gonna buy.
Wow, that is great. I would have definitely bought bit on that.
I don't think that price is gonna last though.
No. So we're gonna look at peanut butter flavored beers in a month, assuming you can get them with all of this insanity going on. We'll see what happens. I was gonna go to Trader Joe's, but they said Trader Joe's in my town, close to my town, not in my town, shut down today because somebody tested positive for coronavirus. Well, I said, well, what does that have to do with the whole store being open? I mean, pretty soon, everybody's going to have a store where somebody tested positive. What, are you going to shut down the whole country and everybody starve to death? It's like burning down your house to get the rats out of it.
They're not going to do that, Alex. They're not going to do that. Don't worry.
So,
what they should do, just get rid of
you will have food.
Yeah, I know.
You might ask me, why did you burn your house down? And I said, oh, I had to get the rats out of it. Now it's no more rats. And you say, yeah, but you got no more house. Well, why are you trying to nitpick? I might say, why are you trying to nitpick?
That is true, though. Ron.
I'm going to for the peanut butter thing. I'm going to try to find Fat Alberta, which is one of the better sought after peanut butter brews in New Hampshire. So kind of pricey, but I'll look for it.
Okay, well, it doesn't have to be expensive. It just has to be peanut oriented. But if you get an expensive, really good one, that's better.
Well, yeah, I want to try. I've never had it because the price was too much, but I'll look for it.
I got another
brother-
really good beer that I bought today. If y'all are interested, I'll show you real quick.
Oh,
course.
Johnny boy, come on now. We
Johnny,
love our
Show
beer.
and tell time. So I found this. It's the Chocolate Cherry Yeti Imperial Stout, 9.5%. It is aged. I believe it's aged in bourbon barrels.
Well, I hate to disappoint.
Actually, no, it's not aged. It doesn't say anything about aging in bourbon barrels. It's just an Imperial Stout from Yeti, Great Divide, and it's 9.5%, and it looked really good, so I bought it. I was looking for the one that Bumpy did with Flacco, the Mexican cake one, but I saw this one instead, and I couldn't pass it up.
Yeah, that one's probably better.
It was canned on January 28, 2020, so relatively fresh as well. Although this one, I'm sure, would age very, very well. So,
Yeah.
I hate to tell you, Johnny boy, I haven't tried the Yeti series. I have to try the original. I have to try all that. I haven't tried it.
I think the first one, I may have tried the original Yeti years ago, but I haven't really had a lot of Great Divide beers, so I'm excited. Where's the logo? Great Divide out of Colorado, I believe.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Denver, Colorado.
All
And
right.
Michael
Well,
and I are doing a random, just decided this today. We're doing another Bourbon County event right after this. If anybody has a Bourbon County stout and wants to join, you're welcome to. But it was just kind of spur of the moment. I found the Bramble Rye 2018, and that stuff.
$24.99.
Hey, John, did you go beer shop and find that beer that not the wedding cake, the other beer? What's it called?
Oh, the Angelic Mountain Brown. No, I did not see that. I was going to buy a 4-pack today or a 6-pack, but I did not see it at the store. I think they're pretty much sold out of that until this year when they come out again. That stuff goes like crazy around here. Once it's gone, it's gone, and I just have to wait till the next release. Sorry, Alex. If I see it though, I will pick it up because it's an excellent beer, and I would love to review it with you. So,
And I'm gonna see if I can get. I'm gonna try to see if I can get the other beer too. That's before that tasted like coconut and vanilla to me. It was really delish. What was the other one? Damn it.
Okay, we got to get off the air. We got to get off the air because they're going to do their hangout with the
Well, go ahead, Ron.
$24.99 a bottle beer, and that's it. So tomorrow morning, I plan to do the taste challenge with liquor, with whiskey. Let's see. One more comment. I said Sweden must be smart. One more comment. When hysteria wanes, we'll be waking up to a collapsed economy and millions out of work because the media made everyone afraid of the flu. Exactly. Right. You're 100% correct.
Be more optimistic because it'll really help. Be more optimistic, and that'll help us.
But wait a minute, Ron. It is a flu, but people are dying every day from this, though, Johnny.
Yes, I know. They die of the flu also every day. All right.
20,000 plus have died of the flu this year. Only just over 3,000 have died from coronavirus. So
24,000 of the flu. And
check duration before we decide the final thing.
Right. Yeah, they're still right.
You know, this could go for 4 months, so let's see what happens.
Right. And I'm going to burn my house down tonight because I could get a rat in it one day.